Hey, you guys, welcome in to Divine Golden Intuitions. All right, this is going to be a general energy check-in. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Reading should be confirmation. All right, so I want to get into some downloads. I was getting a couple downloads, and happy full moon, you guys. Yes, I took a break yesterday just to go ahead and tap back in with me. Pour back into myself, okay? Do like a nice little reset. That may be significant. Some of you guys may need to do a little reset, pour back into yourself. But yeah, so these are the reading specials for May. Keep in mind that I will be closing my books next month. All right, so take advantage of the specials. One of the downloads I was getting is this faith or fear? Okay, so a lot of you guys could be having a lot of fear come up that you needed to transmute and get clarity if it's faith or fear. All right, a lot of times too when we are going through life, sometimes we can kind of get caught up in fear more than it being our intuition with certain things. So be very sure to use your discernment. Don't just go ahead and take something because it's resonating with your fear, or don't just go along with a thought that you have just because it's resonating with your fear. Like I told you guys, we live in a collective consciousness. All your thoughts are not your thoughts. And that's why, too, when you come around different energies or different spaces, you get, whether it's high vibrational or low vibrational, you will get different downloads. Okay? So, yeah. Let's see what energy we got. Spirit, give me clear and concise messages. The first thing we got is man holding a heart here. All right, so somebody could be very in tune with the emotions. This could be you or somebody externally to you. All right, but with this card speaks about being very in tune with your emotions, going after the things that you desire. So if you're a male, you're going after the things that you desire emotionally, right? Not feeling guilty anymore to choose you, what's serving you. Number 45 could be significant or 9, but this is also like you're closing out a cycle here, and I just seen success on the TV, which is bringing about success. Okay, it's like as you tap into your emotions here, you're unlocking a new, like you're quantum leap into a new reality. All right, I feel like maybe that was what was in between you and your new reality. For some of my feminines, you could either be balancing the masculine energy within yourself and attracting a masculine which is wanting to express their emotions for you. All right, and for some reason I'm looking at the card this time and I've never noticed the little yellow on the side. It's like somebody's heart could be just on fire for you, really amped up for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like with financial constraints on the bottom of the deck, this is that energy where it's like this person could have been going through some type of financial battles here. If you're the feminine that this masculine is coming into, and if you're a masculine, you could have been going through some financial battles. Also, too, I'm getting financial battles, like when it is masculine energy to go take action, right? And some of you guys could be healing maybe a toxic masculine energy that you have within inside yourself. Okay, period. Look at this. We got masculine in action. See, I knew it was more than just a masculine, right? Those messages could resonate, but this is highly significant, speaking about taking action. I feel like you could be cultivating a very intense energy within yourself that you're going to be able to take action here now, and this is bringing about a lot of love, right? It's like maybe you were ignoring your masculine energy, or maybe you were not wanting to accept a masculine, but it's like somebody is tapping into their masculine energy here, and it's bringing a lot of love into the situation. All right, it's balancing a lot of things out here with the angel of love. Also, too, this is the energy where I want to read from the angel of love. Hold on. Number 49. But with the angel of love here, it speaks about tender connection. Okay, you're definitely going to be connecting with someone. It's going to be very, you know how people say, oh, she's tender or he's tender? That could be significant. But, like, you guys could just have a weak spot for one another, right? This is giving, I'm hearing Crazy in Love by Beyonce. But it's not toxic. It's just, like, this could be just a very intense love connection. All right, look, this turned into a love read, spirit. Hold on. All right, this beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart. Rose quartz could be significant. Some of you guys may need to get that. I heard put it in your windowsill. I heard put it in your pillowcase. She holds a rose quartz heart, radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. Some of you guys also may need to get it and hold it on your heart space to bring in that energy. All right. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach, period. And this could be this masculine coming in with wanting to express their feelings. Put it all on the line. All right. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward toward yourself. Okay? So I'm getting to with this energy. A lot of you guys could be even changing how you love yourself, showing up for yourself in a more major way, which is like what? When we find things for ourselves and we're able to pour into ourselves, we are able to attract that energy now. All right? Or if you're looking for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. This is the universe saying it's about to get really good. It's about to get even better than what you thought, period. All right? Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed toward inward, right? We said that. Where was I at? And the compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of what I just said, in other words. The compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. Basically, you're not chasing anymore. You're becoming it. You're loving yourself, so you're able to attract it. All right? It's a bird right here. It's just sitting on the little roof. Y'all could be seeing birds, or you need to pay attention to your intuition when you do see birds. All right? But yeah, the angel of love is smiling on you and forging connection in the energetic realm, period. And it may be some type of action that you may need to take to be able to unlock this energy. All right, with the action card being here. But this is also like black and white, right? What is that? Light and darkness, polarity. Things are balancing out here. Because you choose to focus on the positive, I feel like you've been able to go ahead and have the shadow aspect. You tame your shadow aspect. You've healed your shadow aspect, right? It's no longer, and it's like the energy where I say tame because it's the energy where it's like you're integrating your shadow. You're no longer denying it or trying to keep it like in a box. You're allowing it to express itself, but you're also standing into your power of delegating when I should be in my light energy, when I should be in my dark energy, and how does this, like, when do I need to incorporate my shadow, and when do I just need to incorporate love, right? Because we know even too, it's like for a lot of you guys, if you were experiencing a lot of unloving situations, a lot of times we attract those things because we're not loving ourselves enough, and we're not giving ourselves the love that we need and desire first. Okay, so the affirmation we have here is, I love and value myself without limitation or condition. Tender, loving treatment comes to me in a wonderful and unexpected ways. Okay, so this is also Spirit saying to be open to how these events can play out within your life here. It may not look like what you're expecting or what you think it's going to be, right? Because this is, you jumped into a new reality. Nothing is the same. All right, let me get one more. What's this thinking, man? It could be something on your mind. I'm hearing that song, What's on Your Mind? Who is that, K-Camp? Because you been acting different lately, girl. I feel like as somebody is getting more grounded, okay, this could be you or somebody externally to you here. This could be this man here, if you're this man. This could be you if you're this woman. This could be a man that is about to come in towards you. Depending on how the energy fits, though. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man and a woman. It could be masculine and feminine energy, right? Put it where it fits. But with the thinking man here in the first chakra, Archangel Michael here, somebody is in a very balanced state, right? As they are thinking about what they're about to do, how they're about to come in, how they're about to... It's like somebody's coming in with some type of master plan, right? 1144 could be significant. But they're about to come in with some type of plan here that they could have definitely been thinking about and cultivating for a while. All right, this person also is, it's like he's looking at a crystal or something here. I feel like this person is pondering on something here, okay? So we're going to get into the tarot to see what that is, but I feel like it's some type of abundance, or they're trying to figure out how to acquire some type of abundance or some type of like cornucopia experience here. How can they, or this could be you if you're tapping into that masculine energy of taking action. And this could be all these situations existing at one time, as in you could be healing a masculine, which is in turn healing a relationship that you could have had with a masculine, which is now manifesting that situation again. Okay, if that makes sense. What's the overall energy, Spirit? Overall energy. I just heard relief. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys could be getting a lot of relief here, and that could be something that's different, a change with this card number 41 here, which is 5. The change is that you're getting a lot of clarity within your mind here. With the crown chakra coming up, I feel like you're getting a lot of downloads here, and you're feeling like you can really trust in your spirit team, right? You're learning how to be patient and enjoying that time as you be patient. You know what I mean? It's the energy where it's like maybe before you were worried, or you were just thinking like, oh, how's this going to work out? How's it going to play out? What am I going to do about this? Blase. And then now it's like the energy where it's like you're not just sitting here thinking anymore, or worried, or questioning things, or replaying things in your head. Like I said in the beginning of this reading, the download, right? You're not entertaining the fear-mongering thoughts. You're only entertaining the things that are manifesting the future and bringing in the future that you want to be your present, period. All right, and with this crown chakra here, I feel like you can have this patience now because something literally has been activated in your crown chakra, right? You're able to now be in a more enlightened state here. Yeah, because right after you having patience, here goes the Sun card. The blessings are going to come raining in. Financial constraints is in the reverse. You're no longer going to have these financial constraints here. But Spirit had to get you to unlock this clarity of, why are you living in fear? Spirit's like, why are you living in fear? Okay? So, I see you guys letting that go here. Fully tapping into who you're supposed to be. We're going to get into the tarot, but first we're going to do the oracle. Spirit, clarify these messages. Clarify these messages. CVS can be significant. Somebody could also work in insurance. Hey. All right. Clarify these messages, Spirit. Hey. Clarify man holding a heart. Yeah, see. So, clarify a man holding a heart here. We got sun, strength, and empowerment. All right. This energy of authentically accepting either this masculine energy, authentically accepting their emotions, or the feminine being able to balance her masculine energy and heal from any type of abuse that was done by masculines that was causing some type of fear. Thank you. Because most of the times, like, with the download that we got when we first came into the reading, like, is it your fear or is it your intuition? A lot of times fear comes from past experience of, oh, I did this before and this happened, right? Trauma. Or I tried to do this and it didn't work out. So we happen to hold on to those things, and that turns into our new limitation. I feel like you guys are breaking free from that, right? And this is giving you that empowerment here. And it's like, as you break free from that, you're also authentically stepping into your emotions, how you feel, right? And maybe before that was confusion here. Now you have clarity on how you exactly feel, all right? And you're gaining the strength to go ahead and to be able to take this action, whatever this action may be for you. Yeah, and in the bottom of the deck, lack and doubts in reverse. No more are you going to have these lack mindsets, this doubt mindset. Alright, yeah, we got, the next thing we got is rebirth and external. Okay, so maybe you were focused on more so of the external, like we were saying earlier. My tongue itching. So like, could we talk, definitely have like, you definitely like the talk of the town or something. There's a lot of conversations. And that's another thing too, where these conversations were projections that could have been putting you into this fear energy as well, which you broke free from that as well, right? This is like an illusion could have been casted that was now removed, right? And it's like this energy where you're going through this rebirth here, and it's like you could have been, every action that you wanted to take, you could have overthought it, or you could have just been talking yourself out of it, like, oh, well, I want to take this action, but it's not going to, this is going to be this, it's going to be that. And it's like now you're not so much worried about the external, what things look like, or what they look like to others, or what people perceive them to be, because we know what they perceive it to be is all about themselves and not about you, right? So that is healing in itself, okay? And that is also a sense of freedom, right? Because even when you think about slavery, like, or even just like the system and things like that, like, why do you stop at the red light? Why do you stop at the red light? Because you're fearful to be pulled over, right? Why do you stop at the stop sign? Because you know that if you don't, you're fearful to get a ticket. So a lot of those things that's just an extreme example, but in life we act the same way. When we go through situations, now we're fearful to go through it again. Now we're holding ourselves back. Now we're not authentically operating in our own energy, because now we have these thoughts of like, okay, well, I know I don't need to do this because this happened last time, and I don't know that, like, you're breaking free from all of that, period. Like I said, too, healing that shadow, you could have went through dark night of the soul here. Yeah. With angel of love here, I feel like as you authentically love yourself more and incorporate love, raise your vibration to love, you lift this facade, these beliefs, these false belief systems, these false facades and masks that you could have been living in, which was never you, right? Most of this stuff that we live in that's not us is conditioning, or other people projecting that energy onto us. Somebody's being free from that. And as you're being free from that as well, it's like your angels are showing you so much love and comfort at this time to be able to be free from that. And it's another energy too with this full moon. We have to be careful because it's a Sagittarius moon. The opposing sign of that is Gemini. And Gemini energy is duality. Like we have here the shadow aspect and the light aspect. The dark aspect and the light aspect. And you have to be very careful of getting caught up in the darker aspect and what is it? I heard wallowing, but I was going to say dwelling, right? Be careful of dwelling in your emotions, things like that. What's very significant with this moon is to be very present in the present moment, right? Because if you're not in the present moment, you're either, and that's another thing too, like I'm a Sagittarius rising, and I could be like Sagittarius, like we could be sporadic, right? We could have so many things we want to do at a time. Like y'all could be feeling that energy right now where it's like so many things you want to do. You want to just do so many things, and then it's like at the same time then too it's like you may go through an emotional energy where you may have so many things, emotional thoughts on the other aspect that come through your mind that could be stifling. And it's like you have to be able to balance it and bring about that equal ground. Yes. Oh, he's a Virgo sun and a Sag rising. I'm a Virgo sun and a Sag rising. But my moon is Aquarius. But the moon energy for him is going to be intense because his emotions, he could be having even things come up from childhood. You know what I mean? Mother relationship, depending on what that relationship is like. It could be things coming up from that because it's like that energy is intense. Exactly. So it's like somebody said in the comments for when y'all rewatch the video, they said, yes, all over the place, wanting to do so much and don't know where to start. Yes, like that's why what's very effective, like me being a Sagittarius rising, because you know your rising sign really is more so who you are naturally for real. And when you have that Sagittarian energy, you want to explore, you want to adventure. But the biggest thing I have to always remember to do is to write things down. Period. Oh my God. Yes, and so Aquarius moon too, we could be like detached from things, and sometimes things can come up and they be like, whoa, I didn't even know I feel like that. So sometimes too we have to really take accountability to check in with our emotions, because sometimes we could just be going autopilot, or even people around us will think like we're just aloof and stuff, and it's like we have to kind of express ourselves more, because but Janie tried to probably balance it out a little with the Cancer, but it's like we got to express ourselves more, because it's like people will think that we standoffish or attitude or whatever they think in their own weird head, but it's none of that. It's just the fact that like we don't express emotions like you do. We just not the same. We don't express them like that. We just express it in a different way. But yeah, so this energy, and it's like I'm seeing, and a lot of my clients, I'm seeing the both ends of it. Like, and it's like you have to be really careful of depression around this time, like, because this energy is intense, like, and Jupiter's all about expansion. So you want to expand the things that are thriving, but it's very important to go ahead and write things down. You get a lot of clarity when you write things down, and that way too, it's like until you can put things on paper, sometimes it's hard to decipher what. And then it's like with the Sagittarius energy, it's so much burst of energy. It's like you might as well write these downloads down so you don't miss out on them. You know what I mean? All right, period. Clarify thinking, man, and root chakra spirit. What's this man thinking about? See, look, thinking man is clarified by change and courage. Yeah, somebody is definitely letting go of a lack mindset, letting go of doubt, letting go of this hoodie is also giving me like depressive energy, right? Somebody could even be starting a new workout regimen, doing more things that are healthy, doing more things for wellness, right? Shifting their vibration in that way, because it's like I'm being guided to say this too, like when you start to eat more cleaner, more healthy, you don't experience this illnesses, so many illnesses, so much sickness, constantly getting sick, you start to live a more wellness life. So a lot of you guys even could be shifting your diet here, but yeah, it's like you're having the courage to make a change about things that you could have been thinking about, pondering on for a while here. Something else that's significant with this full moon, this full moon is very significant to find out where, like, challenge your own barrier, right? Like me personally, like, I'm trying to think of an example, but challenge your own barrier. Like, so say for me, like, I like to study spirituality, and you know, it's so much under that umbrella, but specifically like the occult, candle magic, things like that. But now it's like I'm getting into the Kabbalah and do something different that you don't normally do. This is the time for that. This is also the time for you, like, to do something that you may be fearful of, right? Or that you feel like you couldn't do. Like, now is that time to take that action. Today is one of the luckiest days of the year. Also, to you guys, we will be doing a quick cash ritual. this today is like the energy is so good. It's like you have to tap into the good, because if you don't tap into the good, you're going to be on the polarity of it, and it's going to be toxic. You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of you guys are on the good polarity of it, but it may be other people around you who may be in the lower vibrations of it, and you could sense it maybe because, you know, you're a being that's aware, more aware than others, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, because of that, people, it's like, you know how like being what's that post, being unbothered bothers people. Like when you're in alignment, when you're fine, when you're just chilling and living your life, people be bothered. They be bothered, and they be like, how is that? Like, how are you not bothered with your own life, but you over here worried about what's going on over here? You should be bothered about fixing your life, because like you ain't rich yet. Or you ain't whatever you trying to be yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is that energy too, where it's like, it's also that energy to say fuck it too, because people are in this victim mindset. Some people are in a victim mindset, and you have to be able to say fuck it and not feel bad about it, and separate yourself, and be able to not have to, like, what's the word? Don't allow people to guilt trip you into feeling bad about something, or like, no, you know who you are. And this is the energy where Spirit's like, you know who you are, stand in your power, all right? Have the courage to make the changes that you may need to make, because at the end of the day, you the only one that got to live your life, period. Okay? Self-care could be significant. Yeah, somebody, look, this harmony triggers a conflict. Like, people are trying to, this is why you're going to need to stay in this grounded root chakra energy. This is why it's very important that this grounded energy come out now. It's like, and then it's like, now I'm getting this too. Like, you know, like me personally, like, I don't like doing nothing in a rush. Like, I like to think about things. I like to be able to, when I make a decision, I want to think about it. I don't want to, if I don't just automatically feel like, oh yes, even if I do, I still want to think about it. Because when you think about things and you get grounded, you can make way more better. You can make way better decisions, and you can make decisions that you actually feel more supported, or decisions where you actually feel like, okay, inside I feel like I'm making the right decision, because I didn't have to sit here and rush and do this. I'm doing something that I authentically feel is right, and I've had time to think about it. I've had time to sit with it. And now, okay, let me go ahead and do this, right? But it's like an energy where somebody could be like, as you're thinking, trying to get grounded, figure out what you're trying to do. It's like somebody's trying to trigger you or trigger some type of conflict here. And it's just like, yeah, no. And it's all because, too, it's like, this all could be because somebody is jealous of your union, or they're jealous of some type of union that you're about to have here. And for some of you guys that are single or not even thinking about a union, it's just the energy that you have divine counterpart energy, right? You are attracting a soulmate, or a high level soulmate, or like a twin flame, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, it's all stemming from jealousy, these projections and things. So Spirit's like, have the courage to change and do the things you want to do, and don't worry about what people think, because at the end of the day, you're closing out contracts here. Commitments, things that you could have fulfilled a karmic debt. And this is like when I said the spell was broken earlier. Like, sometimes certain energies can stick to us spiritually if we're operating in a lower vibration, and you know, like, we could be operating in a lower vibration in a certain area of or aspect of our life, and you've healed something, you've closed out some type of contract, because whatever it was doing nothing but, like, any projection or anything that was sent your way or trigger didn't do anything but help you grow more. So it really was a blessing. You feel me? Like, period. Also, Spirit saying to pay attention to your dreams. And it may even be hard to sleep at this time, or it may be hard to get rest. So some of you guys may need to drink some teas, but drink things that's going to allow you to sleep well. Your dreams should already be enhanced at this time. Like, you could already be experiencing super intense dreams, okay? Prophetic dreams. All right, especially with messages and dreams fall on top of the crown chakra. All right. Yeah, and I feel like you are really just stepping into your authentic truth here, expressing yourself. Then we got 30 minutes already. Girl. Yes, like, that's glass breaking may be significant because on the ritual last night, some of the glass broke, and I was like, and the one on the against Envy one, but I be expecting that with that war work is and stuff. I be expecting that because people be mad. But yeah, like, glass breaking could be significant. So when glass breaks, that's it's really good because it's releasing out energy. It's showing you a sign, like that's a sign, and it's showing you that the energy is chaotic or heavy or just so much that it has to explode, right? But the good thing about it is that it's released, so as you release that glass, and as, like, if anybody else watching the reading later experience it, release it, and don't worry too much about what it is. It this, is it that? Like, no, it was a release of energy, and it was broke up, and now it's gone, period. And it's just also too sometimes an indicator for us in this mundane 3D realm to be like, pay the fuck attention. Like we be looking at people, we be thinking like, oh, they not and they be the main ones. For real. Okay. Clarify. Give me one card at a time, Spirit. Ooh. Clarify this message, Spirit. Yeah, King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups clarifying the man holding the heart. Like, okay, Spirit. What's the King of Cups? Like I said, balance, emotional intelligence. A lot of you guys have balanced your masculine energy, right? So maybe too, a lot of you guys could have been in either underactive or overactive masculinity, where you were overly masculine, overly aggressive, or you were under, like, scared to speak up, scared to choose, scared to, assert yourself, scared to be in your masculine energy. That's balanced out now, okay? Also, too, I'm getting like a lot of you guys could, ooh, yes, with the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, all the worries and things that you could have been worrying about, all the things that was keeping you up late at night, is dissipating. The light at the end of the tunnel is here. You're recovering, you're improving, and you're letting go of negativity and stress, period, right? By gaining emotional intelligence. And even just like certain programming, like people that be born into Christian families or go through certain type of traumas, that stuff could bring mental illness. So a lot of you guys are freeing yourself from these bounds. People try to put these mental illnesses on you, or from day one you were put into, we got 4 3s on the clock. From day one, as a chosen, you could have been put into a family that was opposing everything that goes with your spirituality. Why? To be able to push you into that so that you wouldn't be comfortable, so you would be forced to grow, period. All right, so I remember the other day I told y'all about one of my friends that I met, and she was saying, what was that, last summer? And she was saying how she's grateful for her problems. One of her affirmations is, I'm grateful for my problems. Because they could be way worse, seriously. They really could, right? And we be complaining about the littlest thing, like, I know I do sometimes. And it'd be like, come on, like, life is so good. Like, life is so good for real. Okay? So a lot of you guys are starting to see that and notice that, period. For some of you guys, too, this could be, if this is not you, this is externally to you. Somebody could be coming in that is expressing emotions here, or being this emotional shoulder for you at this time. All right, they could be coming with some good advice. These could both be happening, right? You could be balancing it within you and attracting it because you're balancing it within you. And the King of Cups also speaks about someone who understands unconscious motivations, right? And that's very, like, we were speaking about that the other day as well, like maybe 4 or 5 days ago or something. I know I spoke about it on one of these lives, and we were just speaking about how, like, with being in touch with and in tune with understanding unconscious motivations, you understand that, like, say for, if we're going to use the Christian example again, you understand that somebody who is mind is willing to accept certain type of boundaries and parameters. Certain type of boundaries and parameters, that person's mental state is not, it's not open and not open-minded, it's not expanded. So I can understand that, okay, this person is doing these things, but I can channel out their projection because I know that they're not even consciously living their life. They're not even living their life in awareness. So that projection is just invalid. I can return to sender simply with my mind because you're sending me a projection, but you don't even consciously think. You don't even critically think. You're not even conscious. So why would I allow it to project on me when I know what it is, right? A lot of you guys are gaining that understanding here, which is able to really separate yourself from these energies. Hey, boo. And this card also speaks about, like I said, a man in touch with his emotional life, right? This could be a good friend, or this could even be a lover here that you really have a great friendship with, or you're attracting a lover that you're really gonna have a good friendship with. Put it where it fits. But this person is very mature and they're emotionally stable here. And whoever this person is, not only are you releasing mental conflict, but this person could have been dealing with a lot of mental conflict as well, due to I heard social standing. So wherever they grew up and how they grew up could have been affecting them mentally for a long time. And now this energy is dissipating. They're gaining peace, right? They're gaining clarity within their mind. We know that all is mind, right? This is why religion and the GOV, this is why they come for our minds, the news, all these things. They come for our mind because if we can get you at your mind, we don't have to do anything else, right? You watch, they clone Tyrone. If we could get you at your mind, if we could have you watching this news and be scared, if we could have you watching these movies and believe that these spiritual practices are demonic, which, what is that, right? If we can get you there and pull you away from everything that you may have naturally been drawn to and scare you, oh, we don't have to worry. Our job is done. And you're going to keep going to the liquor stores and buying liquor, and you're going to keep going and doing this and doing that and doing these things that's killing you, taking these medicines, eating this fast food, like we were just speaking about food earlier. And you're going to keep doing those things because it's a cycle, right? And then two, this is the energy too. Exactly. Listening to the music, certain music. This is why I always say, you got to fast from certain stuff because the narrative is being painted. And if you don't realize that the narrative being painted, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up for real. Okay? Dang. Let me finish clarifying. We have 40 minutes. I feel like a lot of you guys too, you may be coming into a position where you're going to be teaching people, right? You could be doing a lot of studying, like I said. That is that Sagittarian energy, that adventurer, explorer. I know I have it in me bad. Like, I love to travel. So I have to balance those things out. But a lot of you guys who don't usually have that adventure energy could be tapping into that. Like, okay, it's got to be more. I've been working for this company for this, but it's got to be more than this. I probably need to go ahead and start my own business. Even if it's just this, or, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys, the mind expansion is here. Okay, 12/12 could be significant. Literally, time be flying. And two, it's like, I was researching something the other day because Spirit really has me researching just the whole concept of matter. And, you know, not to bore you guys or anything, but the whole concept of cosmic matter. And it's like, when you literally think about the particles and how water is consciousness, and how all of a sudden now it's water on the moon and all these things. I mean, on the moon and all this, like, water is conscious. So it's like, even realities are constantly shifting, vibrating. It's no telling what is possible. You know what I mean? And when you like if you go to places where it's more people that are higher elevated, right? Or even more upscale communities, things like that. The consciousness and the thoughts, you're like, even especially for me, I know like when I would drive from the East Coast to the West Coast, the energy shift would be so intense that like I would feel just this peace over me as soon as I cross, like as soon as I get into Texas, and then as soon as I get to Cali, it just be like this vibration shift. And it's like literally collective consciousness realizing that, okay, what thought is this that's coming to me right now? Take time to be very present on this full moon and listen to those thoughts, because some of y'all too could have energies and spirits that trying to make you think it's your thought, and it's really not your thought. It's just been a thought that's been trying to be around you for a long time, that you just need to kind of critically think yourself out of it and dispute it. You feel me? Like the universe is like Amazon. We're going to dispute that purchase because I don't align with that thought no more. Okay, so we're going to dispute that. We're going to return the sender. Let me go ahead and pack that one up. But the important thing about when you get rid of something, right? Because we know energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed, right? That's why the collective consciousness is good. Energy can only be transformed. So if you're getting rid of something but not replacing it with something, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, say if you go through a really bad heartbreak, it's like, oh my God, this really broke me. Okay, you need to shift that narrative of like, this didn't break me. This showed me what I do not need to accept anymore. This showed me how I need to be more vocal and to be able to communicate my boundaries and what I would like and what I don't like. Like, you have to shift the narrative, because if you don't, and you just say, you know what, I'm healed, I'm over it, it doesn't hurt me anymore, and well, what is it doing? Because you didn't give it a new job. You're the creator. You didn't give it a new job. So it's going to continue to hurt you and make you feel the type of way until you shift the narrative. Because then now you shift the narrative of like, oh, okay, well, nobody can really do anything to me that I don't allow. And then once I do see something that I don't like, I have the power to move away or walk away from it. That shifts the whole narrative. That unlocks that in your brain. Like, now a new wire is firing. Like, this is literal science. Like, do your research. That small step, you didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have to get up. You didn't have to pay for nothing. You ain't had to go. That small step will shift your whole life. People sitting around holding on to stories that happened to them as kids years ago. And, you know, I done been through abusive situations as a kid and everything. But you cannot allow the past to shape your future. Are you going to keep being the victim, or are you going to be the victor and create the story? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you guys, let me get off my soapbox. Like, okay, Spirit, they talking to me too. Like, I need to hear it too. Like, okay. All right, then. And this is why, too, we're going to card word facade and beliefs. This is why you're able to lift up these false belief systems, because it's like, the clarity is here. We live in the generation of information. Everything we want to know is at our fingertips. So it's like, me too. But so it's like, we gotta understand, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like, we got King of Swords in reverse with the Two of Wands here. I feel like a lot of you guys you could go through being in two minds, weighing decisions, things like that. But I feel like whoever these people are externally to you that are sending you this projection, or, you know, or even if they're not sending it to you, if you're around somebody like me, I'm highly intuitive. Like, as soon as I get around another person, like whether they get in my car or whatever, I feel their energy. And for so long, I used to think it was me, and I'm like, why am I feeling like this around? And I'll be scared, all type of stuff. And it's like, it's just an indicator. Like, I literally feel people's emotions. So when I do feel it, I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? Like, why am I feeling like this? I don't say why am I feeling like this, but in my head I do, because I know. So instead of me going ahead and taking that collective energy that I'm able to tap into, because, oh, whoa, it's a gift, not a curse. It's not your energy, right? But now that I tap into that energy, I'm seeing, okay, what's going on with you? Even with my clients, it don't even have to be where I'm in person. Even with my clients, we talk. Even just texting, I can sense the energy, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll say this, I'll say that, to see, okay, to decipher, okay, well, you telling me this is the problem, or this is that, and it's like, but I'm feeling this, which now I know is intuition, right? Which is really giving me of, you are receiving the energy in that way, and because we project, we don't really see, we project. So you're projecting to me what your experience is, but I'm feeling what you're really experiencing. So now I'm able to cultivate and shape the healing experience. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so whoever this is, these energies around you, and you definitely could be somebody who has this great gift here of clairs. Like, I don't care what nobody say, everybody's not the same. Everybody is not the same. Everybody's gifts is not the same. Everybody is not as gifted as this one. So people always want to throw that stuff in the air. No, everybody's not. Some people are bots. Some people are not even, they don't even have souls. Some people are reptilians. Like, everybody is not on, like, they're not, okay? So don't let the Matrix fool you on that aspect. But this is a person that's coming, like, it could be a person that's in your energy or environment, or was in your energy environment, because we know that if the all is mine, a connection that we have with someone, just because we're not in tune with them at this time, doesn't mean they can't tap into our energy. Because when we meet people, it's an energetic cord form now. So whether you met this person one time, 2 times, as family or whatever, energetic cord is formed. So this energy is somebody who is like a selfish energy. They're very ruthless. All right. And this person could also have like anxiety. So this is the energy where it's like, exactly. So this is the energy where it's like, you could be internalizing something that's being sent to you. And it's like, Spirit is just trying to get you to catch on to the fact that this is your intuition. This is not you. This is not, but you may be holding it to be like, okay, is this my emotion? Even too, I noticed in a lot of like, even with me, like especially with black families too, like with the black mom and the black daughter, the black mom will project so much of her own hurt and pain onto her child and have the child feel like it's their own. And the child will grow up to, in turn, manifest the mother's experience until the child is able to either, whether they do it consciously or subconsciously, break free from the projection that's been painted. Like, especially like with my mom, she used to be so fearful of everything to do with spirituality. And they'd be like, all because you had one bad experience. Now I know it as an adult. All because you had one bad experience. You projected this onto us as kids. Gave us anxiety about all type of shit that we didn't need to be worried about. And it's like, now as a child, well, as an adult, right, you have to heal that in your inner child. So this is that energy as well, where, and that could be significant too. This could be the person sending the energy to you. Don't have to be, but put it where it fits. But it's an energy here where somebody's sending something to you, a projection to you, but it's not even that they purposely doing it. I just feel like it's just the energy that they operate in. And that's what's so crazy about this universe, where it's like, just like energy vampires, like people not running around like, oh, I'm going to be an energy vampire today. I'm about to 12:22 on the clock. I'm about to suck the life out of their energy. Like, some people may, but most people not. Like, what they say about, what Christians say about the devil, right? Oh, the devil's not going to come looking ugly. He's going to come pretty. Everybody's devil is different, right? That's why that book is powerful when you look at it metaphorically. And everybody's devil is different. So it's not going to come, people are not going to come in the energy that you think, right? That you think like, oh, I need to stay away from, oh my God, they're dark. Usually the ones that you think is dark and things like that, they may be the ones that come with the unexpected blessing. And the one that you think is cool, and oh, they appeal to your ego or your human body nature, oh, that's the main one. The ones that mirror your energy back to you, that you think is just like you, and oh my God, and some of them be the main one. You feel me? Like, let me hurry up. We have 50 minutes. But yeah, for real. Okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys are seeing clearly now. I feel like for some of you guys too, it could be very shocking. And it's like, I also heard years span. So for some of you guys, your gifts could have been elevating over the last 3 years, 6 years, or 5 years. And it's like, it could have been very detrimental to your emotions on having to emotionally grasp the fact that, like, for instance with me, like, I could never understand how my mom treated me the way she did once I had a kid. Because I was like, I used to think, like, before I had a child, I was just like, I guess I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I guess, kids are just difficult. Then I had a kid, I'm just like, that's not the case. It's you. It was never the kid. It was you. Right? So a lot of you guys could be having to deal with, because it's like, just because you have the realization doesn't mean that the emotions are healed now. You have the realization, then next, okay, it takes a process of healing and going through it and acceptance, right? Because too, just like in Poetic Justice, she really had so many things that she was facing and going through with her life, like, and she got to a point at the end of the movie, she got to a point of acceptance. And that's a lot of people don't know. Like, the spiritual perspective of that movie brings a lot of key awareness to being able to live with your trauma and not to get stuck in your trauma, but also to be able to accept it and to be able to move forward and not hold any type of strings to it, any type of emotion to it. Yeah, we all have our triggers, we all have our flare-up moments, but it's all about what do you do with that, right? And we're here with the disharmony, the triggers, and the conflict. Do you stay grounded in what you know to be true? Do you stay grounded in your emotions, or do you allow yourself still to flip off the handle and overreact, and you don't want to deal with this because this might trigger this? And it's just like, well, are you going to continuously do that for the rest of your life, or are you going to finally just accept it for what it is and move forward? Okay? And at the same time too, it's like, the mental awareness is important. Bring that acceptance and shift the perspective. Okay, this happened like this, but guess what? If this never happened, maybe I would have never been so, like, for me personally, Mama used to push me so hard, and they'd be like, maybe I would have never been a successful entrepreneur at a young age if I never experienced the detached nature that she raised me in. You know what I mean? Like, everything got polarity. So it's like, are you going to choose to see the negative, or are you going to choose to see the positive? And we don't need anything outside ourselves for real in this universe, because we can feel whatever we want to feel right now, right? Like, through visualization and different things. Like, so we have to, remember that we are souls having a human experience, and to not allow that ego of, because my ego for a long time, and I keep using myself as an example just so that you guys can understand how regular it is, because so many people want to seem like they just so healed and past stuff, and it's like, that's not real life. Like, we're gonna talk about real life today, not all that other shit. We're gonna talk about real life. And real life is, people get triggered, people go through things, people have things that come back up, and it's all about being able to say, okay, this is what I'm experiencing right now, but I know that I'm creating something new, and I'm also authentic as I change. Like, even in here, in this spread, as you have the courage to make these changes within your own life, everything magically shifts around you. And I'm a witness to tell you, like, and it almost be like too, it's like sometimes you have, but then the emotions, you have to feel through the emotions. Because if, to use myself for example again, like with me, like, for a long time I accepted what it was and I understood the consciousness of it, but for a long time I never got the emotional clarity in it. And then I was finally able to really get that emotional clarity and be able to release and be able to really forgive and be able to really just accept and appreciate the relationship, because this existence is so precious just to even just be here. You know what I mean? And I got distracted. I just had a thought. But yes, this is just so precious to be here. And it's like so many people, like you probably could think about 5 people off the top of your head right now that are living in what they ex did to them, what they mom did to them, what they dad did to them, or even like, and this is not to be, even just certain type of situations. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but certain type of abusive situations, people live in them moments. They live in that pain. They live in that, and it's like you supposed to transmute that. You supposed to turn that pain into power, but you living in it. So you're stuck now. You're stagnant, and if you're stuck and you're stagnant, you're not moving. You're not growing. You're not evolving. Period. All right, what's the overall energy? Ooh, Ace of Cups. Period. The overall energy is new beginnings, new relationships, right? And this is also a new, with the Ace of Cups, this is a new overpouring of life, period, right? Things unfolding for you, things being able to work out in your favor here. This is also like, with the Ace of Cups coming out, I feel like somebody definitely is tapping into their authentic emotion, their raw emotion. Being able to really tap into that heart space, because it's like we got the angel of love, man holding the heart, and that grounded energy. We got the first chakra and we got the last chakra. A lot of you guys too have grounded and open your chakras to be able to receive, to be able to accept. A lot of people have abundance blocks because they're not able to receive. They just always the doer. They always want to, like, people ask them, oh, let me do this, and oh no, I got it. Or a lot of you guys are more so now accepting. Y'all gotta try the yes challenge, right? Say yes to everything, of course within reason, right? But say yes to everything. Somebody asks you to do this, say yes. Somebody do that. And also try the no challenge too if you need to. If you're a person that always is doing that, okay, well, try to say no. Try to say just only no. But yeah, so that could be significant. But it's a lot of joy and happiness coming in. And I also feel like with the Ace of Cups, it's a conception here of like, you're about to conceive and create this new reality, right? With the quantum leap energy that we were getting in the beginning, you're creating this new reality here, and it's going to be very lucrative for you. It's going to be very overpouring. The universe is literally shifted the narrative, and it's so crazy. Like, as I'm saying this, I'm having my abundance playlist going, and it's showing like gold bars, money, diamonds and stuff. And as I'm saying overpouring, it showed a gold cup overpouring with all type of different jewels and coins, and literally, okay, a lot of you guys too, I feel like when you start the journal, write down any ideas that you get or whatever comes to mind, because it's like some of you guys are about to come across a $1 million idea, like something that's going to change your life here, okay? Some of you guys could be, if you wanted to be pregnant, this is a good time to try, okay? But this is just a highly fertile time to create, period, whether it's a baby, a business, a new life, a new reality, right? Start today. Start operating in your new self and realize that new self is now, right? Being present. We only have the present. So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Peace, y'all.